Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Matrix 1999. This used to lay all over cable, mainly because it was a rated R movie, only because it had violence and they used maybe one cuss word in the whole movie. And the violence isn't even that bad. It's like kung fu violence, slow motion stuff. So, yeah, I thought I had seen this movie on cable, the whole thing. And I see when I saw it, like, it's been 12 years later, I guess, now. I think I did see the whole movie on cable, because I remember a lot of the scenes now starting to come back to me. Things to watch for, I guess Keanu Reeves has his Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure kind of voice. Doesn't sound very credible. There's also a lot of goth stuff in here. I mean, just look at the music in this movie, and you get a bunch of industrial bands and, you know, Rob Zombie, I don't know what you call him, Psychobilly, I don't know. So there's that. I'm not a big fan of Rage Against the Machine. I just saw them in another movie called Chaevolution, which I absolutely hated. I loved this flick on cable when I saw it back about 12 years ago, and I still love it today. It's got the stupid Luddite kind of thing about man being slave to the machine, hence the band Rage Against the Machine is part of the soundtrack. I'm not much into that kind of stuff, but it's kind of interesting, the whole rebellion against slavery kind of stuff. That's the part that intrigues me the most. Not so much that machines are the ones enslaving the humans, which is kind of a stupid premise about artificial intelligence taking over humankind 1,000 years from now. So I didn't get that whole thing, and the movie does look kind of dated in terms of the computer technology that existed in 1999. I mean, they're still using floppy disks and stuff like that, and the computer screens look like friggin' some kind of Atari video game from the 80s, man. So all that aside, I don't think any of that distracts from the movie at all. In addition, I thought the tank character was kind of annoying, especially when he was kind of flipping around his floppy disk like he's some kind of genius or something. And it was a little corny when they were sitting at the table eating, and the guy's like talking about protein and the girl in the red dress and all that stuff. So that's my criticism. Like I said, there's a lot to criticize, but at the same time, I think the rest of the movie makes up for it. I like Hugo Weaving's performance. He was also good in V for Vendetta. Yeah, another great flick. Basically, the plot is, like I said, machines controlling humans 1,000 years later. They're in these kind of cocoon things, humans are, to provide life and energy to these machines, I guess, because they used to run on solar power. At least that's what Morpheus explained. But now they run on human bodies, I guess. The electricity in the brains and the energy of the bodies. I didn't get that part either. But whatever, it's science fiction. You gotta suspend disbelief when you watch this kind of movie, especially when you see the kind of technology they were using to represent 1,000 years from now. But that aside, so Keanu Reeves, aka Mr. Anderson, aka Neo, is works for a software company by the day, and by night he's a hacker. And all his friends are like goth people. They go to the nightclub and listen to Round Zombie. At the nightclub, dress up all leather and tattoos, that kind of stuff. So Keanu Reeves gets chewed out by the company president that he's always late for work and shit like that. Not a good reason to fire him, but anyways, he gets threatened of getting fired from this software company, which kind of freaks him out. He's like, okay, I'll do whatever you say. Then the agents, played by Hugo Weaving, and two other guys that kind of look like him, they come searching for Neo because he's interested in the Matrix or something. Not quite sure what happened, just the Matrix popped up on his screen, the words "the Matrix," and now all of a sudden he's interested in the Matrix. Okay, so the agents are after him. The Matrix is the fake world where they're kind of dreaming that they're living a 1999 existence, the height of human civilization before AI took over, I guess. And then, so he's in the Matrix. The agents go to the Matrix to capture him. I'm not sure why they need to capture him if he's already in one of those pod things. But anyway, Morpheus and the white Canadian babe, who's scantily clad in her leather outfit. She kind of reminded me of was it Emma Peel? Yeah, she's an Emma Peel ripoff. Okay, so so they're able to go in and out of the Matrix somehow. I'm not sure how. That part was never really explained to me, but yeah, like I said, you have to just suspend disbelief. They're able to transport themselves using a telephone, which is kind of like the Doctor Who police box, kind of rip off on that. Anyways, so you got rip off on a lot of things. Although The Island kind of ripped off this movie, so I'm sure there are a lot of Matrix ripoffs, which are ripoffs of ripoffs, I guess. Anyways, getting back to the storyline, so Mr. Anderson, as he's known in the Matrix, is hiding from these agents. Morpheus is talking to him on his portable cellular phone, which looks like an old flip phone. And like his technology isn't that great in this movie. So he's climbing the scaffolding, and then he changes his mind and he gets caught. The agent, Hugo Weaving guy, interrogates him with this slow kind of weird speech pattern. Okay, I guess he's trying to be like a machine, talk really slow, and but he can punch really fast. So basically, Keanu Reeves gives him the finger. They glue his mouth shut, and then they stick some kind of bug inside his stomach, and then he wakes up like it was a dream. But it wasn't really a dream, because the leather babe comes back to pick him up to bring him to Morpheus, and she's got some kind of special machine to suck the bug out of his belly button. So that was pretty cool. My son liked that, I guess. He's kind of watching it out of the corner of his eye while he's watching Pokemon, the library yesterday. And I couldn't sleep because I drank too much Red Line yesterday, so I kind of woke up at 11. I was hoping to date a Thai girl. Not really a girl, she's 34, but she looks kind of young, and she's got the cool looking sideburns and the thick eyebrows, just like me. So I was waiting to date her. I guess she didn't want to meet me late at night after work. She's a Thai food chef, I guess, somewhere, probably San Francisco. I don't know. And she gets off around 10, I think. But for whatever reason, she won't date me after work. I don't know if she's tired, or she just thinks that I'm going to do something funny with her. I have no idea. But I'm probably thinking that she's tired when she gets home. So anyways, I was awake at 11 p.m. and I decided, because I couldn't go back to sleep. So it's around this part that I started watching it again. Morpheus offers him the blue pill or the red pill. He takes the red pill. He goes down the rabbit hole, which is like a metaphor for going to the real world. And so they unplug him from his pod thing with the pink ooze. And he's all bald, and his body hair is shaved. I'm not sure why that happened. But he looks like one of those clones in The Island. Kind of reminded me of that. He's got all these tubes in his arms and his back of his head, like these like Ghost in the Shell type of thick cables that go through these holes in his body. So he's like he's popping out of his pod. He's taking out all of his cables from his body, and then Morpheus comes, rescues him. But he's all screwed up. His muscles are suffering from atrophy. So I'm not sure how these machines can get energy from a human if the muscles are suffering from atrophy. That seems almost like self-contradictory, but it's the little things I notice. Okay, I don't know. I'm not an expert on these things, but it just seemed kind of odd. So Morpheus brings him back to life. He's wondering why he has a hole in the back of his head. It's to plug in to the real world, I guess. So Keanu Reeves learns jujitsu by having some kind of computer program implanted in his brain. The leather babe is able to do that too, and she's able to fly a helicopter later. So the agents capture Morpheus. One of the crew members goes full on mutiny on Morpheus, and what the hell's this? Oh, why is my phone going off? Turn it on vibrate. Anyways, so Morpheus gets captured. The agent is torturing him. Pretty cool scene with Morpheus kind of having his brain fried to get some kind of plan of Zion, which is kind of an odd name, but it's the underground place for human beings. I guess they moved underground to protect themselves against the machines. Okay. So he wants the computer mainframe of Zion or something, and it's in Morpheus's head. But Morpheus is pretty good at resisting the torture. Neo, aka Mr. Anderson, but Neo as he's known now, Morpheus thinks he's the one, which is kind of like the red glow in is it The Last Dragon? So Morpheus seems to think that Neo is the only one who can save humankind from the machines. And he's right. Neo comes to the rescue, even though the so-called Oracle, whatever that is, I guess the origin of the Oracle is revealed in later movies. She tells Neo that he's not the one, but he is the one because he rescues Morpheus from the seemingly invincible machine agents. And then he proceeds to get in a fight with the main guy. He gets his ass whooped pretty good, but then he manages to run away. And there's a final showdown and a really quick ending. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, a lot of action. Like I said, I remember enjoying watching this. Just from a cinematography standpoint, I think it's really good. Very dark and dystopian, my kind of flick. My favorite kind of genre, actually. So I guess this must have appealed to the goth crowd or the hacker crowd back in 1999. When this kind of music was kind of going out of style, and more pop music became more popular, which is almost a tautology, but you know what I mean, like American Idol, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was talking to my coworker about it. I know there's this 20-year-old girl on OkCupid. She set up a fake profile. She really wants people to go to her Instagram account. She's into The Matrix and Studio Ghibli, which I've been watching a lot of lately, just because somebody sent me a playlist that had a lot of Studio Ghibli, a lot of science fiction stuff like this. So that's what I've been watching during these past few months. I think I've got another Studio Ghibli in my bag. What's it called? Not this one. Oh, here it is. Let's open it up. It is called Whisper of the Heart, Disc 1. So there's Disc 2 that I have to order. Oh, speaking of which, so getting back to The Matrix, okay? So I was talking to my coworker about it too, because I was showing them her half-naked Instagram pictures. She looks like she weighs about 100 pounds. She says she's half Asian, but she looks white to me. She's got blonde hair, for instance. And so I was showing my coworker her half-naked Instagram pictures. I mentioned the thing on OkCupid, how she liked some of the movies that I was watching. But she won't talk to me on OkCupid. I guess she prefers to communicate on Instagram. She looks like a whore too. And I'll get to the other prostitute on OkCupid that I mentioned in my previous video later. But so I was talking to the guy, my coworker, about this, and today he goes, "Oh yeah, Matrix, great movie." And then I said, "Yeah, the third movie got really bad reviews and stuff." And he goes, "Oh, the third movie was actually better than the second movie, and it's kind of mindless entertainment, all action and stuff." And I know Fast Air made fun of the third movie in one of his rap videos. Like he said something like, "You knew the third movie of The Matrix was going to be whack." The video game was even worse, though. Although the third movie got 3 out of 4 stars from... He was probably the only one who liked it. Besides my co... 2009, Sony just dropped it. So the video game is actually a sequel to the third movie, which is kind of odd. Talk about cross-marketing. Anyways, I'm not sure what Sony has to do with Warner Brothers, but I guess Sony bought out the rights after the failure of the third movie. So, interesting stuff. I guess Sony didn't want to make a movie, they want to make a video game instead. So, I don't know, it's kind of like a time capsule movie, I guess. Like I said, it doesn't date very well, but great flick, lots of action, lots of good special effects and stuff. I like the kung fu, even though it's wire kung fu, it's done really well. Yeah, great flick, 5 out of 5 stars. I wasn't sure if I'd seen all the scenes because I've only seen this movie on cable, so that's why I rented the disc again. Plus it has some bonus features with the Chicago directors, Wachowski brothers or something like that. I'm not sure, but oh yeah, the prostitute, she tried to put up her OkCupid profile. I thought she was going to text me blaming it on me that I got it taken down, but she wasn't that smart enough to figure that out. So so she put up another one, and I promptly complained, saying that she was a prostitute spreading gonorrhea to OkCupid, and they took it down instantaneously, same as the first time. And I bet you that doctor she was dating on Friday, I bet you he dumped her already, because she's too damn greedy. And And I told her that many times. Not necessarily because her family's from Vietnam, but she's just greedy. So, man, I've been really tempted to send her another picture, but I thought, nah, she's such a flake. She canceled our date, which was supposed to be for today. We're supposed to go see Rogue One in 3D at the Metro on IMAX on Mission Street. I did to a couple guys who said, wham bam, thank you, man, just because they had more money than me. I was a little bit more sincere and faithful to her, but she wasn't faithful to me, so that was the end of that. It's just kind of funny thinking about it in hindsight. Like, why did I even tempt myself to ask an 18-year-old out for coffee in the first place? Unreal. I didn't even think I'd make it that far, scheduling a date with her. And it's almost a blessing in disguise that she canceled, because I don't want gonorrhea shit. Anyways, she probably can't feel it, but I could if I actually got it. I'd be in a world of pain. So, not a fun disease to have. Apparently, I've never gotten it, but I aim to keep it that way, if you know what I mean. So, anyways, I'll let you go. I got a shit ton of things to do, like cook dinner, go on this TaskRabbit app, see if they have any tasks for me, learn more about cleaning and handyman stuff, so I can go on these tasks and get good reviews and stuff. So I'm basically working 4 jobs. First one is administrative assistant for a cable construction company, which didn't impress the 18-year-old hooker at all. That doesn't pay enough to get all my bills paid, not including but not limited to my car loan and my divorce bills and arrears. My mom's space rental in Paradise while she's in a skilled nursing facility with dementia. They sent me a bill for $21,115. So yeah, her estate is going to be nothing very soon. And I probably won't get any money back, but we'll see. That's what lawyers are for, I guess. So I'm in a world of hurt. I'm trying to raise money here on YouTube by putting commercials on my channel. During the past year, I've only made about $80 tops, and they haven't sent it to me yet because they don't send anything until you make 100. So that's a real bummer. And then I was hoping for more like $100 a day. Boy, was I naive. Anyways, I could actually consider doing pornos. I don't want to do gay porn, and maybe kinky porn is an option. I don't know, but then I wouldn't be able to find a girlfriend. Basically, pretty tough. And then, so I'm not doing that, but I'm doing the TaskRabbit, which seems like a lot of hassle and not much money. Then there's a mystery shop, checking out apartments and stuff. That pays $30 a pop, which isn't much, but it's better than most mystery shops, so we'll give it a shot. So that's 4 jobs. The cable construction company, YouTube, the mystery shopping apartments in San Mateo, and then the Task Rabbit, which I've got to get started on tonight. Maybe I'll devote a couple hours or something before this Thai girl gets off work. I suggested meeting her at Denny's, by the way. So that's the only place that's open real late that I know about, besides Private Spa. But she probably gets off work right when the Private Spa closes. She's kind of flat-chested too, but that might be because she's short. I don't know. Interesting looking girl, though. I hope she meets me for the first time and she likes me. She won't tell me what her day off is. It's kind of aggravating, though. I mean, what do they do? Schedule her day by day? Or does she work every single friggin' day? If so, maybe I can meet her Saturday morning. But it's all very confusing to me. So enough about my dating misadventures. Highly recommended film. Check it out. 5 out of 5 stars. Laters.